Good morning. It's a nice 52 degrees out this morning. It's supposed to be 79 for a high. I just got the phone call from the post office this morning. Our turkey chicks, or our turkey pullets, I should say, are in. So we need to do our chores, get a new pasture for the cows. Good morning, Brutus. Then I got to get the other batch of meat birds out on pasture so we can have the brooder for the turkeys. We have egg layer chicks. They're staying in the brooder with the turkeys, and they're going to be kind of teaching the turkeys how to eat and drink, because turkeys are not always the smartest creatures. So I set it up so that the chicks would be about the size of the turkey poults when they were here, so that way the chicks can teach the turkeys how to drink. Turkeys are pretty odd, so I'm hoping this will work and we won't lose any. Come on in, piggies. You're a little noisy. You got an itch, sweet potato? Come on in, Azalea.
You missed the cutest yawn.
From who?
The pigs.
The pigs. You're welcome.
And they yawn. Oh, see? He's yawning.
Yep.
Well, it's like a yawn anyway.
Are you pregnant, Azalea?
He's keeping it a secret.
She is. Depending on how you count, it's been 22 or 23 days since Azalea was AI'd. And so far, we haven't seen any signs of heat. So we're hopeful. Maybe the AI took. We're going to find out. We got the meat birds out on pasture over on the other side of the barn. And Brutus loves doing the meat bird chores in the morning with me. He gets to come up here, check it out. We've been having wild turkeys on the homestead quite a bit, just watching where I'm going. And Brutus loves figuring out where they've been. You always see his sniffer going. And I think it's from the wild turkeys that I've been seeing in the morning. He's checking out where the pigs were. Well, the new pig pen is, I should say. He can smell them. Good morning, meat birds. Come on, Brutus. Psst. He loves running through the tall grass. You guys patiently waiting for breakfast? They all want to eat out of the same dish.
You gonna make me get it on? Yeah. Oh, sorry.
All right, we've had the cows over in this pasture for 3 days now, and they've done a really good job eating it down. They're not always going to get all of it because they trample on stuff, they poo on stuff, and they're not going to go back and eat that. We're going to move this pasture this morning before we let them out. Then I can come back in here. I'll mow this. Still don't have the tire back for the TYM. It's taking a lot longer than I thought. So if we don't get that back today, I'll have to use the Kubota. But I'd rather use the TYM because then I can use the flail mower and really mulch this up good for the meat birds. And then the meat birds will be over here soon. But let me get this fence down. We're going to make a lane to come from here up over to there, over there. And we'll get them out on that side and eating all that nice grass. So this really excites me. I'm getting covered in grass seed, which is awesome because these fields need to grow more grass. So having all these seeds is going to help the pasture grow better. And Brutus loves the tall grass. I'm not sure why.
Spreading grass seed, dude. You got so much grass seed on your face.
I want to thank Brunt Workwear for sponsoring today's video. I've been wearing Brunt work pants for over 6 months now. I got them sometime last fall when the weather started cooling off. These are the Martin pants. They're double kneed. They have plenty of pockets, which I love. And I put these things through their paces. I have one little tear from them, and that was from using my razor knife and getting into it just a little bit, but it did not cut through both ends because they are double kneed, which is nice. I have not worn any holes in them. We've been doing a lot of concrete work and working on the concrete floors in the workshop and the barn. And I don't wear knee pads, so these things have been holding up really good. In the wintertime, they are thicker, they are nice and warm. And recently I purchased myself some of the Brunt pocket tees. I've been loving these in the warmer weather. They're a nice fit, they don't stick to you, and the air flows through them nicely. And recently Brunt reached out and asked me if I would do a sponsored video with them and try out their boots. I was like, well, yeah, I've been wearing your clothes for a long time now, and I've never tried your work boots, so I'd love to try a pair of your work boots. And they sent me the Martins. These things are so comfortable. I've been wearing them off camera because I don't want to be getting them all dirty doing the trench work and everything. But out of the box, these are the most comfortable boots I've ever put on. I've been loving wearing them. Like I said, you guys haven't seen them because I wanted to keep them nice and clean to show them to you. Because I mean, my pants are pretty dirty and stained because that's just how I roll. The t-shirts, I've had these for about a month-ish, I would say. And they wash good, they hold up good. I like having a pocket tee every once in a while this time of the year, so I've been loving that. One of the things I was pretty excited about, I don't got a pencil on me, but they have a pencil pocket inside the tee. So that's always nice because you can never have enough pockets. One of the other nice things about Brunt Workwear is you get a 30-day risk-free trial for trying out their clothes and their boots and free shipping. And right now, Brunt is offering our viewers $10 off a $60 order. So click the link down below or go to bruntworkwear.com/Lumnah10 and enter promo code Lumnah10 to get $10 off an order over $60 or more. Thanks, Brunt Workwear, for sponsoring today's video. Now, let's get on with the project. This lane and area is going to be a little janky right now because we're trying to avoid the ditch as much as possible. We need to finish filling this in. I got material coming. I'm hoping that gets dropped off today, but I can't do anything with it until I got the TYM back up and running. So we're just trying to make a lane to come through here to get them to this pasture.
Brutus.
So the milking stand we're not using for milking, but we want to have something over here for them for shade and also to get out of the rain if we have a rainstorm while they're on pasture. I think this will be the levelest spot right here. Here our load of material coming up the driveway, and that'll be good so we can fix up all of these little divots and ruts from putting in the trench and having to take out so many rocks. So we can get that dropped off and be another project to get done one of these days. Well, it feels good to have that load of soil here. The driver was kind of funny. He got out of the truck and he goes, this is what you call living off grid. Said, yep. So we are out here. Now it's time to get Azalea and Cookie out on pasture. We're all ready for them.
For any of you that may be concerned about Azalea or Cookie, that you think they are not have enough weight on them or not, they are dairy cows, and we do have a vet come out and just check everybody out and make sure everybody looks good, because that is something we want to make sure that we are doing well, and they said they are looking great. So they have no concerns whatsoever of their condition. So I just want to just bring that up, because there is some people out there, it's like, oh my gosh, but dairy breeds are just built like that, and they are in perfect condition and look great. Like I said, our vet told us that as well. Oh yeah? What do you put on your face?
Miles is doing good in there. I'm gonna say he's got about another day's worth of feed in there for him. And then I got a little strip out here I didn't mow. We'll get him out here to eat this. And then we'll have to figure out where he's going next. I have an idea. I have a spot that I've been wanting to get him to for a while. Him and George were supposed to be going there next, but we just want to make sure he's still doing good before we bring him there. And he's really doing great. He's not minding being by himself. He's got the goats with him most of the time. Brutus goes and checks on him. It's nice to see he's doing good. We got our other two new chicken tractors out on pasture. The TYM is still down, so we can't use that. I'm hoping I can get the mini truck fired up and we can use that to transport them out. I have parts ordered. We have one of the parts here, so I need to try to get that fixed. Ordered a service manual about a month ago, and it hasn't showed up yet. So I'm hoping that comes in soon, and we can get the new fuel pump on there. Hopefully get this thing running good. All right, let's see if she goes. I think we just gotta leave it running until we're done with it. It doesn't like to restart when it's warm.
Get real close up when you're in a mini truck.
Sure do.
Oh, there you go.
Unloads them pretty slick.
Now you need a winch to pull it up.
I know, right?
We could do that.
So the mini truck runs good, but once you have it running for a while, like if I shut it off right now, I would not want to restart. So that's the issue we need to fix. Because right now it's running fine, I just can't shut it off. So we gotta leave it running while we're doing the rest of our steps.
It has little holes. If we could figure out how to get a better suspension, it hits the potholes, I feel a little hard.
It has no suspension.
Right, there's no suspension. None.
All right, let's get these meat birds caught, put them on pasture, and then I can go pick up some turkeys. 4.
These ones are smaller.
All right, so that'll make 4. Let's get these guys put out to pasture. You guys all want to know what's going on, don't you?
Ew.
Nope.
Got one left?
They want to stay in. Go ahead. Go, be free. Go, 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 go. You can do it. It's kind of funny. Half of them, once you take them out of the crate, want to run back into the crate. You think they'd want to be free. It'll be interesting to see how many meat birds we have left. Great. All right, so that's 20 and 13 for the meat birds in here, so that's 33. I ran over a cow patty and I can smell it.
Oh, I did all of a sudden smell something.
I'm assuming I ran over it. Yeah, my tire is pretty fresh. So we did pretty good. We got 73 meat birds in this second batch. Then the first batch we had 72. And we lost one over there so far. So we're down to 71 over there. So it'll be interesting to see how many we end up with. And for some reason, these ones seem smaller.
Way smaller, I think.
But they're the same age as those were when they went out on pasture.
These ones seem way smaller.
Yeah. So I'm not sure why. They've both gotten free range feed. Free choice feed, whatever you want to call it.
I mean, there's a few in there that are good size, but other than that, they're pretty small.
Yeah. So we might end up keeping these for 10 plus weeks probably.
Bruto, stay over here, please.
Come on.
There's one right behind you, so be careful.
Yep. All right, gonna make a couple of water buckets up and we're good. All right, so now that we know these nipple waters work good that we got for the last batch, we're gonna make the other 2 buckets we need. I didn't want to make all 4. I didn't want to make all 4 if these didn't work good, but they do. It was a kit we bought off Amazon. I'll link it down below. It came with the nipples, the drill bit, some washers, and some plastic nuts. I'm only going to use those if we have a leak. We can put them on and seal the leak up afterwards. So I'm going to do 6 per bucket. 1, 2, 3. And it's nice that it comes with the drill bit you need. I like using the white buckets. I feel that it keeps the water cooler because white reflects the sun, whereas if you use a colored bucket, which I have in the past, it warms up the chick water. One of the nice things about these waters, they are really quick and easy to make as long as you have everything on hand that you need. The 5-gallon buckets, lids, you need lids, and then those little nipplers. So I try to keep spares on hand so if we have one break or something comes up, we have it and it's like a 5-minute project, which is awesome. I just got the phone call. The tire is ready, and I already know the turkeys are at the post office. Let's head to town. We'll pick them up. Then we can get back home, get the turkeys in the brooder, and we can get the tractor fixed. That is going to be good. That means we can mow where we just put the meat birds out. I put them out where the grass was short, but everywhere else needs to get mowed down still. All right, we got the tire, and I picked up some more meat bird grain because they're going through grain fast right now. So let's head on to the post office and get our turkeys. The turkey poults from McMurray's hatchery sound nice and lively. We'll find out when we get them back. Meet you guys at the homestead. Well, they all sound, or the box sounds happy and healthy. I shouldn't say all because I haven't opened it up yet. Let's get them in. I'm gonna put some fresh bedding down in the incubator and then we'll get them in and see how they do. Brutus. It's kind of funny when you come down and it's just one person. Brutus is always looking to see where Gina or Olivia is or vice versa. If I'm not down here, there he's always looking like, hey, where's everybody else? Can't just be one person coming down here. It is, dude. It's just me. Piggies, you liking it out there? Yeah. I like seeing you guys out there eating grass and eating hay. Doing good. It is so encouraging to see the pigs out on pasture, loving it. I guess they're really not on pasture, but they're out back eating grass. It looks good. Got fresh shavings down. A water filled up, another feeder filled up, a divider to keep the turkeys all on that side. I want the chickens to be with them, and then the chickens have their stuff on this side. But I don't want to give the turkeys too much room to roam away from each other. I want to have them have their own spot, and the other chickens can go in there and kind of keep an eye on them and teach them how to be turkeys, if that makes sense. All right, let's open up this turkey box and see how they're doing. Should be 10 turkeys in here. All right, let's get these guys in and see how they do. Gotta dip their beaks in water just so they know where the water is. 1, 2, number 10. They're all happy and healthy. We'll see how they do. Well, the turkeys aren't too much smaller than the 3-week-old, 2-week-old layers. That's kind of crazy. These guys will be bigger than them before you know it. Already going over and checking them out. What do you think of the turkeys, mister? You like them? So those will be Thanksgiving and Christmas dinner and any other special occasions will be the turkeys. I don't know about you guys, but I prefer turkey over chicken. Gina's not a huge turkey person. Those are gonna be delicious. It's been a while since we've done turkeys. We got 10 of them. It'll be interesting to see how many we can end up raising to the full length they need to get to before we harvest them, because turkeys can be a little tricky when they're first starting out, but then usually once you have them on pasture, they're easy. It's just in the first couple of weeks that they say they're just dumb and they really don't know how to live. That's why they're in there with the chicks, and hopefully the chicks are gonna teach them how to eat and drink. We're gonna find out. You piggies want some more grain? I know you do. Oh yes. Now it doesn't matter if you feed them in 1 dish or 2 dish. They all eat out of 1 dish until that dish is empty, and then they'll all go to the next dish. Pigs are just that way. They want what everybody else has. It's one of the reasons why if you're gonna raise pigs, you're better off raising 2, because they compete for food and they're gonna put weight on faster. All right, let's get this tire on. So I ended up having to put a tube in it. I want to get some plugs to plug tires from the inside, because I think that's right there from the inside. I could have plugged it, but I don't have tire plugs that go from the inside. I was hoping they were just going to plug it, but they said they don't do that. They would put a tube in it, so it has a tube. So, I mean, we're fine. Just hopefully we don't get another flat. There we go. I am glad it was a front tire that got a flat, not a rear tire. All right, now that we got the TYM tire fixed, it's time to go out there and flail mow by where the meat birds are now, because that's where we had Cookie and Azalea, and there's some mowing that needs to get done, and the meat birds will like that a lot better. Miles still seems to be enjoying that pasture, so that is a good thing. Yeah, wrap it up. Let's do some mowing. All right, that came out really good. This is the best I've ever seen this area growing. And I do believe just by having the cows out here, flail mowing, and then putting the meat birds on here, it'll be even better. I'm hoping we'll be able to tell later this fall. If not, the horse flies are out. I stirred them up. If we can't tell by this fall, we'll definitely be able to tell next spring. But it looks so much better than it did last year.
I'm going to show you how to make my favorite little snack. It's super easy. The hardest part is melting the chocolate. So I just need to have, if you have a double boiler, you can do that. I just have my bowl, dark chocolate. I just gotta melt this. It seems like it's never gonna melt, and then all of a sudden they're melted. These are just organic pitted dates. So they already have the pit out, so they already have a nice place for you to put some ooey gooey peanut butter or almond butter, cashew butter, sun butter, any kind of thing that you want to put in the middle. So you have your date. Okay, so usually they're kind of sliced down the center. If not, you just make a slice. And you get your peanut butter. You just stick it right in the center. Little or as much as you want, or whatever kind. Like I said, almond butter, cashew butter, anything like that. Or you can just leave them plain. And then I'm going to drizzle them with chocolate. And then what I really like to do is you put them in the refrigerator, or you can put them in the freezer. And then if you're gonna put them in the freezer, I do recommend taking them out for a few minutes. And then you just drizzle as much chocolate as you want in each one. I just like to kind of just drizzle it on. And then when I stick it in the freezer, I'll do a flash freeze for 15-20 minutes or longer if I forget to take them out. I usually like to set a timer because I will forget them. It's that easy. I just have all these. I'm gonna stick them in the freezer. Just gonna leave them just like this, flash freeze them for 15-30 minutes. I'm gonna set my timer so that way I don't forget to get them out. Then I'll just pull them out and I'll stick them in a baggie or a freezer container, or pull some out of the freezer right at lunchtime so I can have a little afternoon snack. It's good stuff, guys. So if you've never had a date with peanut butter and dark chocolate on top, I highly recommend it. Or almond butter, cashew butter, it's good. And if you have an allergy, you can use sun butter. If you have had this before or have other ideas of what we could do with dates simple like this, let us know in the comments below, because I love simple, I love easy, and I love a good treat. Okay, they're done. Now they're nice and ready to go in the container. I'm gonna stick them in the freezer, pull them out when I want them. And when I get done putting these all in, I'm gonna save this little one for a treat. Oops. Okay. So good. Must try.